Good evening. Some people are coming in. Just getting set up. Just realised that I look very sort of pink tonight. There. So we're set up for a nice evening. Well, nice to see so many of us joining us already here. I can see Kay. I can see Sky. I'm just going to try and straighten this up a little. Oh, I hate it when I get so close to the camera. I don't like it. There we go. Right. Yeah, it's not quite time yet, so we'll just wait for people to join us. And yeah, let's hope we have a good evening. And I've tried to set the lighting up so I can just sort of see enough, but not too much. And it's warm and cosy in here, actually. It's a bit too hot. Hi, Darren, Wendy. I think that's Annette, Nina. So nice to see so many of you. Well, I don't know what it's been like where you are today, but here on the Isle of Sheppey, the weather has just been absolutely gorgeous. It's been, this time last Sunday, we couldn't get out of our farm track because we was covered in snow. And then today, I've just been out in my jumper and a scarf. That was enough. It's really, you know, it's just such a contrast in a matter of days. It's really hard to sort of get it in your head that we were in deep snow and now we're in beautiful sunshine. And it's been lovely looking around, seeing everything starting to shoot and to come alive. And then there's been a couple of things today I want to just share with you. I was talking to Wendy I was doing a little video of our new sage bowl to Wendy, and as I was standing there, the buzzard just came flying ever so close to me. It sort of come heading towards me, sort of circled over our fire pit and flew off into the west. It was an incredible sight to see. And whilst I've been sitting in here in the quiet, just waiting to get ready for you guys tonight, there's two barn owls and they're courting. And if you're lucky, you might hear them. They were really loud. I think at one point they may have even been on the roof here because it was just like really loud. And I thought, oh, if that happens tonight, I better just warn you that that's what it is, because they do screech. They make a very high-pitched screeching sound. So just bear that in mind. If you hear this noise in the quiet of our meditation, it's just the barn owls getting fresh. I tell you what, courting owls are incredibly loud. But anyway, got a nice evening lined up for you. I hope that it brings to you what you need at this moment in time. So the first thing I like to do is to create our sacred space. So if you want to create your circle within your, your area of where you are, and take this time for you, not to be disturbed. If there's other people in the house, tell them that you don't want to be disturbed, and you just take this time for you. And I always like to open, and tonight I thought I'd open with a little chant as well. So let's just settle down and yeah. I'd like to honour the spirits of this place of which I sit, and the spirits of this place that has shone in their vibrance this day. The birds have been singing in full voice, and the buds are starting to show, and the plants are pushing their way out into the light. From my heart to your heart, from our circle to your circle, may this one evening as we come together be one of beauty, one of grace, one of ease. From one circle to another, for we are all one within one. Nahe Namate. Let's just run past this little chant, and as you pick it up, you sing it to yourself as well. It's not one of mine. I think it must have come from a fire or a camp or something, but it's really lovely, and it's: we are a circle within a circle, with no beginnings, never ending. We are a circle within a circle, with no beginnings, never ending. We are a circle within a circle, with no beginnings, never ending. We are a circle within a circle, with no beginnings, never ending. We are a circle within a circle, with no beginnings, never ending. And from the warmth and the light and the love from my circle into your circle. And it was interesting because what you guys can't see here, I've got a music stand that's resting my phone against, and it's got circles in it. And as I was singing it, I was like looking at all these circles and haven't really noticed them before. So yeah, loads of circles. At some point I have to show it to you, but they really stood out as I was doing that chant. So anyway, respect to whoever wrote that, because it's really nice. And you know, I always say about circles, they're so important. Our whole day is our circle, from when we wake at dawn and we go through to the midday, to the height of the sun. That's a circle going through right up till the sun sets and till the night, and we start the day again. So those circles are moving all the time. So our circles are medicine wheels. Our day is a medicine wheel, and the week, the month, the year are all medicine wheels. Well, I was looking for something. I was really drawn this week to have the focus tonight really on a little bit about the mindfulness and kindness. I don't know about anyone else, but it's been, I found over the last couple of weeks, it's a real mixture of feelings that are going around. And you know, I've experienced some really, really lovely gestures and seen some incredible things and heard about incredible things being done where people have helped each other. And on the other hand, I've also heard some really unkind things. And one of the things that really stuck in my mind was how jealous some people were getting of other people. And I don't want to get into a vaccine debate here. I'm not into that. But what I'm saying, if somebody's made their mind up, they want that and they want the vaccine, fantastic, that's their choice. What I found very difficult this week to actually get my head around was the green-eyed jealousy that was jumping out from people who, instead of being happy for those that wanted the vaccine and they got the vaccine, they were actually green-eyed monsters because they hadn't had theirs yet. And I thought, gosh, you know, how selfish is that, not to be happy for somebody else? And I think that's really, really sad, and it's a really, really sad reflection on how our journeys are at times when we see these things. And why not be happy? Why can't you be happy for somebody that they've got it? Because everyone that wants it is going to get it in time anyway. And I just found that really, really strange. And yeah, I think it's really hard, that sort of thing, to we have to have balance in our life. Everything comes to balance. Balance is really, really important in everything that we do. You know, to be kind, and I think that's where this is coming from tonight. It's about this kindness and helping others. There's a lot of selfishness, and I don't know whether it's because we've all been very cellular. We've had no choice apart from being cellular. So we've really all gone into our own little spaces, and we, in that, maybe we have lost a little bit of our mindfulness of others, of our, you know, of how maybe sometimes I'm going to put it down and just say it's selfishness. It is raising its head a little bit. So I think there's been a wake-up call, and I think we need a wake-up call to say, hi, hello, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. I want to say to everybody that we can only hope that things are getting better. We hope they're getting better. We have to have that hope, and keep going. That things, and we'll be with our friends and everything will open up. And I know a lot of people are really hinging on what happens tomorrow. And what I want to say to everyone is, you know, don't have too much expectations. Don't have too higher expectations, because you may be disappointed. I do feel that, you know, things are going to open up, but they're going to be slow, and we have to be slow. But in that opening up, start opening up your hearts again. I think a lot of hearts, maybe for self-preservation, have been closed. But start opening up a little bit, to be able to open up to love and to share. And I think that's really, really important, where I want to come from today. So I was looking everywhere for a reading and nothing was really coming, and I thought, oh well, it either comes or it doesn't. And I come down here and I look through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. The 6th book, I opened it up and I rather like this one, so I'm going to share this with you. I've got to go under the light. I can't see what I'm doing otherwise. Right, so I just think that it's quite apt to what I've just sort of said to you. I like this little book. It's called A Little Book of, well, it's a book of women's wisdom, but it works for men as well. It's a book for wisdom, let's put it that way. Some of us are given more in life, others are given less. We must learn to share what we have. In our material society, this can be difficult, but we need to never feel guilty about the gifts that we have been given if we are able to share them. I really like that. So as you know, as we're moving into the lighter days and the that turn of the wheel, where we're moving into that more outward energy, let's open those hearts that we've maybe closed a little bit for self-preservation, and be a little bit more mindful and a bit more thoughtful. As I was saying, I've seen some really lovely things, and I've seen some things that I think, wow, really? You know, it's also this thing about, you know, having that mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being awake. If you're awake, then you're mindful. So wakey sometimes. I think we have to say, let's wake up a little bit. Okay, so this bag, some of you might recognise this bag. In this bag we've got lots of little discs, and on those discs I've got little words, and it fell out, and I know that we've just got to choose a word for tonight, and it's a word for everyone. We're going to share one word, okay? I'm going to see which one sticks to my fingers, and I would say that whenever we hear this word, when I put it out, that everyone will relate to it. So let's have a look what we got. Live large. And we've got the stag, the big proud stag. Live large, and that's that outward energy, that opening up. I like that. And I always think that when the stag comes, the big proud stag with the big antlers, it always comes there to actually push forwards, to push forwards in, you know, against all the adversities. If any of you ever seen my book, you'll see on the front cover our ancestral fire many years ago now. The stag just come out of this fire, and our firekeeper at the time was Paul Johnson. Great, hats off to you, Paul. He come running up to me and said, "Look what I've caught in the fire! It's amazing!" And it allowed us to photograph it. And again, it's the stag, and that comes in to push through. And they are large. There was a beautiful photograph of one that somebody shared the other day on Facebook. Incredible stag, and it was brilliant. So that's for all of us. That's that live large. Okay. Right, so if you'd like to get yourself nice and comfortable, we're going to go into our meditation. So I'll just give you a minute to get yourself sorted out. Make sure you're not going to get disturbed. That's it. If anything's uncomfortable, loosen it off. If you're in your PJs, you're really lucky. But it's not time to fall asleep, so wakey. I was going to bring my Furby down here tonight, so I had somebody to talk to, because I can't hear anything anyone's saying. So, but I thought, no, I won't, because he doesn't shut up once it starts. So, but anyway, I jest now. So just get yourself nice and comfortable. Again, as I said to you, make sure you're not going to get disturbed. Okay. And leaving all those worries behind. Leaving anything that doesn't serve you behind. Start to feel yourself becoming more and more comfortable with each breath. Whether you're laying down on the floor, on the bed or the sofa, or whether you're sitting, wherever you are, be comfortable. And as you close your eyes and you start to listen to my voice and to the music, allow this time for you. I want you to start to feel your breathing, finding your own comfortable rhythm, and breathing in and breathing out. And on that inward breath, breathing in the freshness, the lightness. And on that outward breath, breathing out all that doesn't serve you. Any stresses, any tension, any aches or pains. Freeing that cluttered mind on that outward breath. Breathe them out. Taking that nice breath in and breathing it out in your own comfortable rhythm. And as you breathe out all this that doesn't serve you, feel yourself replacing all that stress and tension with freshness, with newness. As you become more and more relaxed, every muscle, every bone, every tendon starting to ease, feel more relaxed, more comfortable. Feeling that peace starting to come over you as you empty that mind. And even if you can't empty it fully, just accept what's there and then just let it go on that outward breath. It is how it is. Every muscle, every bone, every part of your body is relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper. Aware of the gentle lapping of water, and as you look down, you realise that you are standing on the edge of the most magnificent lake you have ever seen, and the water is just gently breaking on the shoreline. You look across this vast, vast lake, and there's something different about the air. The air is so pure, so fresh that you inhale. Oh, you can taste the difference in this air. It's something special. Something you've not encountered before. And as you look to your right, you see a beautiful rowing boat. And gently you place your feet in the water and you walk towards this boat. And you climb in it effortlessly. And as you settle yourself down in the middle on the wooden seat, either side of you is an oar. And you pick up these oars. And with grace and ease, you dip them in the water and you start to row out with the intention of meeting the platform that's in the middle of this lake. You can just make it out in the distance. It's a long way away. You can just see this platform. And the energy comes from somewhere deep within you. As you pick up the speed, you start to row. The sky is blue. The sun is warm. You start to become aware of the wildlife either side of this vastness, their eyes upon you. You feel not afraid, you feel comforted. And row. With ease you row. Gentle slapping of the oars on the water. As each rowing, each dipping takes you closer and closer to the platform that's in the middle of this vastness. It's a beautiful air, and there's something so spiritual, something so pure, that's so tangible. And with a quickening inside, you start to realize, with this great anticipation, that you know that someone's going to be waiting for you on this platform. And your rowboat is moving slowly through the water with grace. And the platform is getting nearer and nearer and nearer. And as you arrive, you pull up slowly next to this step ladder. There's a rope attached to your rowboat, and you secure it to the ladder. And you know that someone's there waiting for you. A teacher, a guide, a friend, an ancestor, power ally. You will find out as you climb the ladder, safely and securely, for you are in a safe place where no harm can befall you. You feel the love, you feel the peace. And as you get towards the top, just before you get onto this platform, I will leave you here until it's time for me to call you back. Know that you're safe, know that all is well, and enjoy this time in this beautiful spiritual place where the air is so fresh and different to what you've ever experienced before. farewell and to give thanks to who you've met or what you've experienced. Just take your time to have that conversation. Sadness of parting or moving away from this place. It's with a happiness, for you know that you can return at any time. But for now, it is time to bid farewell and to give your thanks. Slowly you start to make your way back down the ladder to your rowing boat. It's gently sitting on the water waiting for you. There is no need to rush. Once you're in the boat, once again, you untie the rope from the ladder. And you pick up the oars and you slowly start your journey back. You look back at the platform as it starts to fade from your view. Once again sending out a thank you. And then you turn around again in your boat and look at where you're going, ahead of you. And slowly you start to row with that grace and ease again. The stillness and the freshness and the magic of this place has filled you with this amazing clarity. There is something so tangible, so spiritual, so beautiful, that somehow it's entered to you. It's entered into you and you feel it in your heart. This peace, this beauty, serenity. And you row gently but surely back to the bank. Until you feel your boat just touch the shoreline and hit the bed on the edge and come to a halt. You give thanks to the boat for your journey, taking you safely across the water. And you step out, back onto the ground. And you you stare at this lake once again, taking in that beauty and that vastness and that experience. And you know in your heart of hearts that this place is there for you, that you can return to it at any time you choose. It's your special place. And as this picture starts to fade from your view, you start to become aware once again of your familiar surroundings. You're becoming aware of your physical body again, the chair upon which you're sitting, or the bed on which you're laying, or the floor. You come back to my voice, back to where we started. You come back to my voice, back into your surroundings, knowing that something amazing happened in that journey. I see you all starting to come back. Like I said, you know, that all the meditations that we've been on, those places that are really, there's usually always one that really sticks with you, that you really relate to. You can go back to it at any time. So as I can see everyone starting to come back, you might want to rub your hands together. I usually like to rub my hands together and get that energy moving. That's it. Okay. Nice to see you all coming back. Yes. Oh, I went on that lake with you. It reminded me of a lake that I went on once before. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a very, very healing journey, that one. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's nice to see you all coming back. Yeah. Hey. You know, over the years I'd forgotten. It's really only since we went into the March lockdown that I started to do the guided meditations. They're very different to the shamanic way that I work, and I really love the two. And I'd forgotten myself. I get a lot. I give a lot when I'm doing it, but I receive a lot as well. I receive a lot back from you, and I just love being able to do these meditations. And you know, I'm going to keep them up even once we open again to the public. Well, I don't know, public, you know, people coming in. Not public. That sounds a bit like a business. We're not a business. Yeah, and then I want to keep them up because I know also that there's a lot of people that have tune in from a long way away, and you know, I want to still give them that opportunity. And not everyone can do a journey. A lot of people have said to me they really like the guided as well. So you know, that's what I like. And that beautiful piece of music again is from a friend Neil, and it's CD. It's the mandalas. It's really beautiful, and I know that the music really helps because it really helps take you into that space, and you know, it gives me the pictures, so it's beautiful. But that's the CD. Yeah, Neil CD, beautiful. Thank you, Neil, for letting us use your music. It's I like music. Music can really transport you to places, and yeah, I like it. So Anyway, nice to see you all coming back. You'll have to let me know if there's anything you particularly liked. I mean, oh, crikey, I've lost count of how many of these meditations we've done now. But if there's any that you really stood out in your mind that you'd like to revisit, you know, just drop me a line and we'll see what we can do. It would never be quite the same, obviously, you know, because nothing's the same. We're changing, you know, I'm different to when I was when I first come in here, and so are you, because, you know, we're changing constantly. Everything's changing. So, but we can revisit some places, I'm sure. We can do that. But yeah, getting back to like what I was saying earlier as well. Goodness me, the time's flying through tonight. You know, about this helping other people and being kind to each other. I think that is really important to do that. So open up that heart space, and I don't say about being a rollover either. You know, we have to have balance. Balance is really important, and it's important not to become too cellular and too selfish, as well as too open and too giving. Everything comes back to balance. If you always remember to bring that all back into balance, then you're okay. It's like I had the big cream cake earlier. I'll bring it into balance because I won't have one tomorrow. we got to also enjoy life as well, you know. It's really quite important to enjoy these things, and I got spoilt with this big cake, so it was really, really nice. But now, I also got spoilt because I'm going to do a chant for you, and I know Sophie, one of our regulars, she couldn't tune in tonight live because she had something else on, and so she was a bit disappointed. But she really loves the chants, and it's very. I tried to explain to her because she was saying how she'd like some of them to be longer. The one thing that I found very difficult when we're doing it over like through my phone, and that's what it is. I'm talking to you through my phone, and I can see me, and it's really odd. But I can't really see you apart from all your little logos and all these, you know, little faces that are going up. It's yeah, it's really, really sweet. And so I've just seen a note come up, and it's throwing me a little bit to what I was going to say, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. You know what I'm like. I go off on. But yeah, I was talking about Sophie. So the thing is, at the end of the day, when we do I do these chants, I never know how long to do them for, because when I do them, when I've got people in the room, or if I'm doing a workshop somewhere and I've got a big marquee of people, I can work with that energy. I can feel the energy, and I can start to see whether it's waning or whether it's building. It's very hard when you're just doing it yourself. I'm just doing it in this room. Beautiful room as it is, my Heron's house, but it's hard to actually see, you know, I don't know, you might all go off and put the kettle on, or think, oh, this is boring, or, you know, it's hard to judge. So this is a new chant. It's got the same word in it that comes into a lot of my work, and it's Yana, and in Hebrew, Yana is God is gracious, and, you know, God, gods, goddesses, it's the gods. And I mean, I just love the meanings of these things. Yana, God is gracious, and this Hanai, and the O, it's not Ho, it's O Hanai, is happy in Arabic. In Hawaiian, it's to move lightly to touch. So if you put that together, it's move lightly to touch, and God is gracious. I think that's a really beautiful thing. So I'm going to do this through for you, and where I would like this to go, I want it to go to you. This is a healing. Well, it was given to me through Spirit, gave me this to share with you, and please feel free to use it in your own groups, yourself, whatever. Feel free to use that. And it is for your healing. This is a healing chant for you. So it's what you need. You don't have to tell everybody what you need. You know, and that's enough. And I do have a little cheat sometimes, and because I haven't got Sven or someone in here to prompt me, if I forget how a song starts, sometimes I only just need to hear the first little bit of it and I'm away. So I always carry a spare phone with it on here, but I'm not going to use it because I can remember this one. So get yourself nice and comfy. Okay. And so feel free to use this as well. But for now, I want you just to tune in on it and allow the vibrations and the frequencies of this to go into your body to where you need it the most. And the words are O Hanai Yana. Okay. And you'll pick it up. O Hanayana, O Hanayana, O Hanayana, O Hanayana, O Yanayana, O Hanayana, O Okay, thank you. I see some of you coming back. Yeah, it's very deep. that will stay with you. I find sometimes they're like a little bit like a worm that get in your head, and that one's been with me for quite a few days now. So just keep using it and using it, and the more you use it, the more you take it into your body, the more you'll feel it. And yeah, thank you so much. That's so with me, I do everything phonetically, so I wrote that down as O, Hanai, Yana. So, you know, write it down how it suits you. Yeah, well, I hope you've enjoyed tonight, and I find the time just really goes really fast when we're doing these. Now, I've had nobody to take the mickey out of me or anything tonight, so that's interesting. But comments on comments, so little glitches, we get little glitches sometimes in here, and I don't know whether it's the energy in here does that, and if that went off a little bit and a bit funny, then that's mostly why. Can somebody give me some signals? I just want to know that I'm still connected to you and I'm not just talking to myself. Cheers, thank you, excellent. Okay, I really enjoyed tonight and sharing that with you. And before we close, I'm going to sort out some other dates as well. I'll do a couple of other dates soon for some more meditations. Someone's asked me for another chant night as well, so I'll see about putting that down too. And if you're not in our Care Crane tribe, do join us. We're growing daily, and I have an open room on a Wednesday night, where we just pop in for a chat. So anybody's a little bit lonely or anything, you know, just drop in the room. The room will be there. Just come in and join it, and it's very informal. And yeah, it's a nice tribe. So do join the tribe if you want to. It's called the Care Crane tribe, and hopefully in time we'll be putting some more dates out for things that are actually going to happen physically here as well. So fingers crossed on that one. Come towards the summer, I think we're going to start up stuff as well. So yeah, and there was something else I was going to say. It's gone completely out of my head, but never mind. But I want to leave you with these words of thought before we close. And it's to treat people how you would like to be treated. Be kind to each other. Respect each other. Help each other. And be happy for another. Okay. So I'm going to just bring this evening to a close. And thank you everyone for joining me tonight. And I do appreciate the fact that you've joined me, because if not, I'll be sitting here on my own and talking to myself on my phone. So I feel really, really weird. But yeah, thank you for all the sharing as well that's gone on the tribe. There's been some lovely sharing on there too. And keep that up. It's lovely. And when you get your new chants, let me know. I'd like to hear them. Someone said to me after the last chant night that they got a couple of chants. So share with us. Put your comments up. Let me know if there's anything that I can improve on, because without constructive criticism, nothing can grow. And if there's anything that I do, if you'd like things a bit shorter or a bit longer, let me know. Let me have some feedback so I can tweak things and make it better for you as well. Okay. And I hope you feel uplifted, and I hope you feel re-energized, and I hope you can feel the peace of that lake. And anytime the mind gets a bit of a tumble, gets that tumble dryer effect, just take yourself back to that stillness and peaceness of that lake. Okay. So to the spirits of this place, to the owls that sang as I came in here this night, to the buzzard that flew and blessed our circle and our field, to the crocus and the daffodil that have shown themselves to me this day, this week, actually yesterday, let's get it right, to the sun that shone this day, to the promise that's in the air, to the love of my family, my beautiful family, and my chosen family, and to the joy of this path and this life and this journey brings. So from my circle to your circle, to the circle of spirit, to those that have surrounded us all this night, we give our heartfelt thanks and blessings, and we say thank you, thank you, thank you. With love and respect, we acknowledge you all. Ahey Namaste. Thank you, everyone. And the candle that's burning, I'm going to dedicate that to love tonight. So I'm going to finish this off. This is why I don't like getting close to the screen. All right. Good night, everyone. Lots of love. And thank you so much for joining us. Good night.